So as with the previous kits, we're going to crack the box open, have a look at what's inside, have a look at the quality of the casting, other bits and pieces in here. Good grief, it's still taped up, and I can just see a little bit of a bag sticking out, so this has obviously been shaken around a bit. So our very efficient German colour scheme, lots of nice angles, will be nice and easy to sort out. Maybe use a bit of masking tape to help make it super neat. And our camouflage colours, German grey, or the sort of sky colour, decals, and blick. Don't even know if this comes with a pilot figurine at the moment. Oh, that's handy as well. Actual size, see? Learning as I go along. Right. We'll check that out in a second. So, I could say the paintbrush it comes has a little plastic protector. Decals. I'll just make myself jump out of my skin in my chair. So our German IFF markings, foot markings, squadron crests, and the instrumentation panel markings. Oh, that's all. Okay, so all the paint guides on the box. So that begs the question: what's covered in the instructions? So 33, 31, 31, 33. Is there a 30? There is a 31 in the bag. We don't have a flesh colour for the face, but I have loads of paint knocking around, so I'll be able to take care of that. And the warnings, information, and of course Airfix is a subsidiary of Hornby. Assembly instructions, study drawings and practice assembly before cementing, really important. So cleverly we've got the first page here up to step 8, all of the instructions. So you've got your flaps and slats, landing gear, canopy and aerial. Oh, a canopy comes in 2 pieces, that's interesting. And you've got different, oh no, you haven't got different versions, just different steps. Yeah, nice and simple. Your parts and sprues are labelled. Again, looking at the bag, we've got no loose parts. The propeller, so interesting, the propeller in its casting doesn't have any nubs on the end. So what you'll find with a lot of casts, on the end of fine parts, you have like overflow parts in the end to make sure that as the injection mould is pressurized, there's somewhere for the plastic to go. That said, the propeller is lovely and flat and really well detailed, and just looking, we've got some lovely fine, can't see it in the bag at the moment, I'll get the bag off in a second, but some lovely fine detailing on the chassis, engine detailing for underneath the cowling, some treaded tyres. Right, let's open this up, shall we? Having looked at kits old and new, one of the things that I really appreciate about the modern era of injection molded kits is this frame. So I've got Airfix Classic 1/24 Hawker Hurricane Mark 1, and you don't have this frame around the sprues that's just the tree that the parts are mounted on and the parts, and there are a lot of loose parts in there, but that's another project for another day. But this, you know, the majority of the weight of the plastic is going to get cut away and wasted, but it keeps all of your parts nice and neat. And again, we've got some, just let that focus in. So yeah, got some really nice detail that'd come up really nicely with the wash. Might have a go at making a wash with the black paint and diluting it down. Just, you know, see, as I keep on saying, see what I can achieve with what comes in the kit. Got your looking at them, I'm assuming these are flying position wheels, flaps with some nice molded detail, and the same on the trailing edge of the wing here. Some nice molded detail there. So yeah, wings, wheels, landing gear parts, internal base of the wheels inside the wing. Lovely. And on the other sprue we have loads of internal parts, exhaust, more wheels, some internal detailing for the cockpit. Again, we'll see if we can make a wash with the black paint, pick that out. Some nice detail on the fuselage itself, some engine details, and a teeny tiny pilot figure. Yeah, looks good. Looks very nice. We'll hang on, let's see, sprue B. So that'll make that sprue A. And then we've got our clear parts. Again, we'll have a go at masking this off for the cockpit. And there's some teeny tiny bits in there as well. They'll probably a teeny tiny bit. I wonder what that's for. We'll have a proper look in a second. Let's get this open. My cheat for opening bags when I'm too lazy to go and get scissors. It's another neat detail as well. So the actual sprue has got feet, so you can put it down. Nicely. It's not quite so simple. Of course, you've got a nice big standoff here, but nothing else. So another bag. Let's have a quick look. So Humbrol number 2 Airfix brush. Quite stiff, so it's well, yeah, it's a brand new brush. So just need a dip in some water, and already the hairs are starting to separate. But you can wet that down to a point, or use it for slightly wider application. We'll keep hold of that. Always handy having another brush. And then our very full tube of polystyrene cement. When in doubt, rip it out with your teeth. So our pots of paint. Interestingly, unnumbered. So that looks like the sky, grey, green. Ah, there we go, sorry, my mistake. 33 are black. 117 for our green. 31 for our dark grey. And 65 for our sky grey. Wonderful. And yeah, that's nice and gooey. So yeah, I'm gonna grab some toothpicks and something to put that on. Maybe go grab my plate on my wet palette, some brushes, and we'll get building. So what we'll do me a favour and just get everything, or as much as I can, into the shot. What I could do is just zoom out. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how new the kit is, but there's only a teeny tiny bit of flashing here and there, nothing a little sanding block can't sort out. Some absolutely gorgeous detailing. I love the recessing on the like fabric style cover on things like the flaps. Anything that really lets it down is the scale of detail on the pilot, where you go right down. The detail gets a bit blurry, but it's a 1/72nd scale pilot. What do you expect? Now it's going to be a fun build. My first scale aircraft since I was teeny bloody tiny. Right. As I said, right now I really am going to go and grab a few bits and then crack on with this. Can we have some focus? There we go, in focus. Bloody thing. So there's a Messerschmitt 109 with this. It looks really nice in the camera, but it's the grey is a lot more blue to the eye and to the camera. All painted freehand, no guide tape, no templates. The paint itself's got quite a nice smooth finish, more satin than matte or gloss. As for actually building the kit, things like the fairings for the wheels, you may have noticed, were a huge pain in the arse. If you're going to be clipping parts off of the sprues, for very small parts, I recommend an expensive pair of fine detail cutters. Do not try and use a big hefty set of army painter cutters, because they'll break or they'll ping off and they'll be gone forever. That's something else I need to paint actually. Yeah, the colour scheme works really well. Lots of markers on the panel lines you can't really oh yeah, there we go. Works. Yeah, the panel lining's still apparent despite the fact the paint went on quite thick. I'm going to see if I can pick that out with a very light wash of the black paint and lots of water. Canopy fell off whilst I was painting, that actually is gluing back on, but yeah, we're going to go on to the decals in a bit. They're just soaking. No huge issues with flash. Only bit that sticks to mind at the moment was the back part of the canopy had quite a lot of flashing on it that needed trimming away. The canopy parts just feel a bit flimsy, and it was quite hard to pick out parts of the canopy to paint. Probably tidy these bits up while I do that. Yeah, nice little kit so far. Yeah, we'll get the decals on, give it a panel wash and have another look at it.